Okay, welcome in, everybody. Everybody, welcome in. I'm in the living room tonight. I just didn't feel like being in there. It's warmer in here. It feels better in here. It feels better in here. This is going to be my space for tonight to stream. We're going to be here for a while. We used to do our conspiracy theory deep dives, and we would be live for like 4 hours, 5 hours. I don't know if we're going to do 4 or 5 hours tonight, but we're going to be here for a while because we do have 3 important topics to cover. And y'all know once I start talking, I can talk for a long time. And if I get a little bit of wine, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. So welcome in. I hope you all can see me. Anybody who's new here, most of the time when we do our little deep dives, the conspiracy theory deep dives and the political conversations, I usually have the lights a little dim. Now, I know I'm dark skinned, but you should be able to see me. Like, I'm not that damn dark. So everybody come on in. If you are watching on Twitch, thank you for being on Twitch. That is the best place to be. It looks like my stream is actually working on Twitter, and I'm surprised because I don't know. I thought I needed a certain amount of followers. I have no Twitter followers. I have like 49 right now. But the stream is working, so that's cute. Yes. Welcome in. Hello. Glad I'm now subscribed to the channel. Looking forward to this live. Yes, we have a lot to uncover. Everybody get your wine, get your snacks. I should grab some sardines and crackers and caviar. I have all of that in there, and wine. We might be snacking for a minute because we might be here for a while. Because the Nancy Guthrie situation alone is crazy. Then the Pam Bondi situation is crazy. Like, what the fuck is what is she doing? What the fuck is Pam Bondi doing? I don't know what to think. I don't know what to think of it. Everybody, if you're watching this on X or Twitter, X, you can come over to my Twitch channel. You can also come over to YouTube. All of the links might be in the bio. I don't know what's in the bio. One of them is in the bio. At least one of them is in the bio. Click and come on over. I will also really quickly drop the link. I don't know how it works on X, if you'll be able to even see the link, but I'm going to drop it. I want everybody to come in and get comfortable. We do have a lot to discuss. Where the hell is Nancy Guthrie? Where is she? Who took her? What happened to her? That woman is old. She has a pacemaker. It's too much going on with this situation. Where is that woman? Where is she? Bring her ass back. Damn. Because she has dominated the news. And it's like it's everywhere. And at this point, it's like, is the kidnapper gonna bring her back? Is the kidnapper too afraid to bring her back because it's such a big story? Did the kidnapper want this to be a big story? I mean, we don't know what's going on. Whoever's watching on X or Twitch, I just dropped my link to, X or Twitter. It's so many platforms. I just dropped my link to Twitch in the chat. Make sure you come over. Everybody, I think we're going to start with Nancy. We're going to start with the Nancy Guthrie story. I kind of want to pull up what Nancy Grace said about Nancy Guthrie. I think that Nancy Grace really, like, she's on it every day. Every day is like day 5, day 6, day 7. That's very interesting. We're going to watch first this video of the timeline so everybody gets caught up because some people don't know what's going on. Even the guy that they placed under arrest didn't know what the hell was going on. He didn't know why he was under arrest. So we're going to watch the timeline first. Also, I have all 3 of the videos from TMZ talking about the ransom letter that they received. So we have a lot to go through. Who do y'all think took this woman? You know, I have a very interactive and very nosy, snoopy audience, and that's what we need. Who do y'all think took her? Does anybody think it was the sister? Do y'all think that it was just some random person? Someone said in my comments earlier that they believe the Democrats have something to do with it. What? Really? I gotta tell y'all, and I'm only telling y'all this because I think it's relevant, okay? I think it's relevant. Definitely someone close to the family. I don't know, it's extremely strange. I think the Dems and the family. Let me tell y'all something. We don't have an intro for this channel. We're getting right into the live stream. Let's chit chat before we play this video. Nancy Guthrie was one of the crazy, glitching, loony lefties. Farrah, come over to Twitch. The link is in the chat. She was one of the crazy, glitching, loony lefties. And she did not like Trump. And I bet you when she posted, hold on. Let me show y'all what she posted. I didn't show you. Hold on. I posted this on the Third Eye Politics YouTube channel on the community wall days ago. This is why if you're not following Third Eye Politics on YouTube, you might want to follow on YouTube too. I'm just saying. Now, fuck YouTube, but they have a community wall and I use it. Okay. So let me show y'all what Miss Nancy said about Trump back in the day. Like, not recently, because she can't say nothing recently because we don't know where the fuck she is. But she said this about the Trumpster back in the day. Let's pull this up. The daughter did interview what girls? The victims? The Epstein victims? Is that what you're talking about? You have to be specific over here. We don't know what you're talking about. All right, let's pull this up. Y'all know it takes a minute. Oh, she did. Look at what Miss Nancy Guthrie said in 2020. I am so looking forward to seeing the Trump family in jail. Why do you need to see that man's family in jail? That's like, this is the shit that I be talking about. I swear to God, liberals are so insane and so obsessed with that man. Why do you need to see his family? It's not even him. You want to see his family in jail. What is wrong with these liberals? They're so hateful. It's just like Jada Pinkett saying, is he dead yet? She's a hateful one too, but you know what? All the pedophiles hate Trump. We got to be honest. No, I didn't know. No, what do you mean that I didn't know? Trump spoke last week that they would do everything to find her. That's the point I'm getting to. And then we're going to play the video of the timeline of her missing ass. But this is my point on this. When she wrote this, and this is terrible Trump derangement syndrome. When she wrote this back or typed this with her old fingers back in 2020, I bet this woman never thought in a million years that Trump would be on the phone with her daughter like he was today, trying to help to find her missing ass. I bet she never imagined that. Like, oh my God, I hate Trump. And it never dawned on her that one day Trump might have to save her fucking life. Trump's FBI might have to save her fucking life. That's all I'm saying. That Trump derangement syndrome is a hell of a disease. I mean, it attacks all the organs. The brain first. Let's watch the timeline. Everybody, if you're new here, make sure you're subscribing, following, and all that good stuff. Make sure that you are following on Twitch. I'm going to end the live stream on Holistic Therapy. I'm sure they know how to click a link if they want to watch the stream. Let's remove that. Everybody who is watching on Twitch, thank you for being here. Twitch is the place to be. I wonder what she'd say if she do turn up alive. She'll probably still say she hates Trump and can't wait to see his family in jail. If his family was in jail, who the fuck you think would find you? Biden, cackling Kamala? Those people can't find it. They left all that fucking goddamn military equipment behind. They couldn't even find their way home with our shit. You think they gonna come find your ass? Good luck with that shit. You got to be fucking careful who you wish bad on, because the person that you're wishing bad on might be the person that needs to save your fucking life. Now, nobody knows where the fuck she is. And this is another thing. This is why I said that the Trump derangement syndrome is relevant. Listen, we're going to get to this, but listen. Do y'all know that her state, isn't she in Arizona? Initially, they would not let the FBI step in and help. And then they couldn't figure out how to get the footage off of the damn Ring camera. They finally let the FBI in, and the FBI right away got to work and got the images off of the Ring camera. Why did the sheriff not allow the FBI to come in? Now people are online saying that the sheriff needs to step down. He delayed the whole process. They wasted precious hours. You know, I'm wondering, we need to look into Arizona. I don't know how they voted. I think they voted, on the right. On the left. I wonder if the sheriff didn't let the FBI come in because I don't want help from Trump's FBI. We can do it. And they couldn't fucking do it. Is that what happened? Maybe that's what happened. Now this woman might be dead because of Trump derangement syndrome. I want to just send a piece of advice out to any liberal American who might be watching, because y'all don't really like my channel, but you might be watching. Who knows? You might want to get help for that, because that is coming down to, this might be some kind of mental illness when you can't even move on from the fact that your candidate lost. It's been a year. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Move the motherfuck on and just be an American. And stop with this weird shit. The man is in the White House. He's there. And unless they take his ass out, he's going to be there for a while. Grow up. Grow the fuck up. Just like everybody had to grow up and suck it up when Biden was in there letting all the illegals cross the fucking border and flood our country and telling us that we had to pay for them to stay in hotels. Suck it the fuck up. Seriously, you're looking crazy. You look fucking crazy. I just thought I would just suggest. Anyway, let's put the comments up on the screen. There we go. Now y'all can see each other's comments. Arizona, another state with stolen elections. Listen, it makes sense, because for some reason, that motherfucker would not let the FBI come in and help. When one of your old ass, elderly ass, pacemaker wearing ass citizens is missing and has been kidnapped, you would think that the first thing you want to do is get help from the FBI. What's wrong with you? Grow up. I know you're hurt that cackling Kamala didn't win, but bitch, she didn't win. Grow up. God damn, these people are crazy.
Waiting for answers as 84-year-old Nancy Guthrie remains missing despite days of searching, multiple ransom notes, and newly released photos of the suspect. Nancy Guthrie is the mother of Today Show co-host Savannah Guthrie. In the latest development, a person of interest who had been detained in connection with the case was released overnight Wednesday with no charges being filed. For a brief moment, it looks like this case might have been breaking open. So where does the investigation stand now? This is what we know so far. Nancy Guthrie has been missing since February 1st. The night before, she had dinner at her daughter Annie Guthrie's home in Tucson, Arizona, and was dropped off at her home around 9:45 p.m. with her garage door closing around 9:50 p.m.
Okay, hold on. She had dinner, whatever, with her family, January 31st. They dropped her off at 9:45 p.m. Her garage was open until 9:50 p.m. For whatever reason, it was still open. Maybe she forgot. I don't know. Maybe the cat got out. We don't know. We don't know why it was open, but it was open for another 5 or so minutes. Okay, now let's see what the fuck else is going on.
At her home around 9:45 p.m., with her garage door closing around 9:50 p.m. Guthrie's doorbell camera was disconnected around 1:47 a.m. with surveillance camera software detecting movement about 25 minutes later.
So, in the middle of the night, this woman gets dropped off 9:45-ish, close her garage. She's probably inside. She has taken her bath. She has rubbed some castor oil over her heart. You know, she has a pacemaker. She's probably filed her toenail. She's got herself ready and she's in bed. I mean, there's no way that this old 80-something-year-old lady, it's just very unlikely that this woman is still up at 1:47. And they knew that. They know she's old. She's going to go to sleep. So they waited until the wee hours of the morning, late night, early morning. People are dead asleep at 1:47. Was this someone that was just coming to rob the place? And maybe she recognized him. Maybe it's someone from the neighborhood. And she said, "Aren't you the young man that lives down the street?" He said, "Damn, now I got to take this bitch." Is that what happened? Let's see.
Of the footage was immediately recovered because Guthrie did not.
Hold on. Let's go back a little bit.
Software detecting movement about 25 minutes later. None of the footage was immediately recovered because Guthrie did not have an active subscription and the doorbell's camera was disconnected early Sunday. At 2:28 a.m., Guthrie's pacemaker disconnected from the app on her phone.
Okay, why didn't she have an active subscription? Why didn't she? I don't understand. This is a good point. You know your mother is old as hell. I've been to Arizona. Have y'all? I stayed in Scottsdale, Arizona for a little while. Back when I had a sugar daddy that had a home there. He probably still got the home there, but he's not my sugar daddy no more, so whatever. But you know, I used to go, I went and stayed at the place. I don't know where he was in Idaho. I don't know, but I stayed at the place. Arizona's dark as hell. I don't know what it is with Scottsdale. I don't think they like street lights. So you got her in this dark ass desert. She's 80 something with the pacemaker by herself, and she don't have an active subscription for the damn Ring camera. Like what how much y'all don't think something's weird about this? You know what I think? And I'm just gonna fucking tell y'all. I think that the sister, Annie, had the Ring camera on auto pay, probably on one of her cards, just automatically take it out. You know, Savannah's like, "You're not going to keep bothering me because I'm the one that's famous. I pay her rent. You pay a Ring camera subscription. We're even." And Annie, who people think is involved in this shit, probably said, "Fuck that. I'm disconnecting this shit. We just cut that shit off. We don't need no Ring camera because we're going over to get her ass and hold her for ransom. Honey, go get your bandmates." Remember, y'all say it's the bandmate. This is what y'all told me. Y'all say it's Annie, the husband, and her husband's bandmate. Honey, go get your bandmate. I have canceled the subscription. She don't know. And we're going to go snatch her ass up and, you know, hold her, and Savannah will pay. That bitch got money. She's the big shot, hot shot of the family. She got coins. Let that bitch pay us, and then we'll give her back her fucking mammy. Do y'all think that's what happened? I have a sneaking suspicion. I don't know. I just feel like she might be involved in this shit. She might be involved. Annie's ass. And have we even heard from her? I mean, Annie, are you okay? Have we even heard from her? She sat there on 2 videos that I saw, and Savannah did all the talking. I don't know if Annie said much. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Let's get back to the timeline. Let's get back to the timeline.
Disconnected early Sunday. At 2:28 a.m., Guthrie's pacemaker disconnected from the app on her phone. More than 9 hours later, her family realizes she's missing. Guthrie usually watches a virtual church service with friends. She did not show up on Sunday. Friends contacted her family. 911 was called at 12:03 p.m., with the Pima County Sheriff's Department arriving around 12:15 p.m. Law enforcement found blood on Guthrie's front porch, which was later confirmed as hers. At first, this looked like a missing persons case, but then it became clear that...
Why was there blood on her porch? See, so did they beat her up and then take her? Why would you need to do that? She's 80-something with a pacemaker. And then this makes you think, if she's 80-something years old, fragile, old, with a pacemaker, and she was bleeding, that means she was assaulted. What the fuck? Did she run into the door when y'all was taking her out? That would leave a not blood. The fact that there's blood on the front porch, this woman, they did something to her. Maybe she tried to fight and they had to club her upside her head a few times. Like, ma'am, you are old. Stop trying to fight us before we whoop your ass. You're going with us. We need this money. But why did you need to rough her up? She's old. I don't know. Let me ask y'all something that might sound crazy. And if you think that I'm crazy, put a 2 in the chat. And if you think that it's a possibility, put a 7 in the chat. Let me ask y'all something. What if Annie is in on this? What if? Hold on. What if Annie is in on this? What if Annie is in on this? Not Annie. I'm sorry. Wait a minute. Let me ask a better question. What if Nancy is in on this? That's what I'm talking about. The kidnapped one. What if she staged her own kidnapping? What if Nancy had something to do with this kidnapping herself? We don't know why this could be happening. This could be some kind of distraction. This could have something to do with Epstein. We don't know what the fuck is going on. But just what if? If you think that that's a crazy idea, put a 2 in the chat. If you think that it is a possibility that this old woman was in on her own kidnapping, put a 7 in the chat. They claim Annie doesn't have much money and they were wondering how they can afford the house they reside in. Yeah, and her sister's probably not going to help her. The blood might be staged. It might be. They went in her house for over 40 minutes. See, what's going on? What was they like? All right, this the plan. That's what they was doing? Pretty Black Dora, come over to the Twitch channel. The link is in the description or in the chat. It's in the chat and in the description. Stage your own kidnapping to get the ransom money. If you're going to watch on YouTube, at least give the video a damn thumbs up. Share it. Do that. Get the ransom money. That's what I said. The timing is very, very suspicious. Ooh. Oh my God. I'm telling y'all, this might be going on. Because listen, sometimes people have so much pride that they won't ask for help from the public and shit. She could have asked her church. They noticed she didn't have her old ass there. Maybe they would have helped her with a little, bill money or some pill money or some heel money. But maybe she had too much pride. I mean, she is a loony lefty. Let's keep watching, everybody. Let's keep watching.
9 p.m. Law enforcement.
Hold on, let's go back a little bit.
On Sunday, friends contacted her family. 911 was called at 12:03 p.m., with the Pima County Sheriff's Department arriving around 12:15 p.m. Law enforcement found blood on Guthrie's front porch, which was later confirmed as hers. At first, this looked like a missing persons case, but then it became clear that officials were looking at evidence that suggests she might have been taken.
We saw some things at the home that were concerning to us. We believe now, after we processed that crime scene, that we do in fact have a crime scene, that we do in fact have a crime.
On the third day of her being reported missing, several media outlets reported receiving ransom letters that demanded millions of dollars in Bitcoin in return for Guthrie. By Wednesday evening, Guthrie's children, Savannah, Annie, and Cameron, posted an emotional video asking for their mother to come home.
Mama, if you're listening, we need you to come home.
See, that's a weird thing for Annie to say. You think she left on her own? If my loved one is missing, I'm not going to get on there and say, we need you to come home. I would be talking to the kidnappers. Please don't hurt her. Leave her the fuck alone. We'll give you some money. We'll barbecue some ribs. Please don't fuck her up. Why are you telling her to come home? Nobody thinks that's weird. I do. The family members always do that when a family member is missing. Because I've seen people say, whoever has her, if you're out there, please don't hurt her. Please give us some signs that she's alive and shit like that. What are you telling her to come home for? Like, you know, she's watching. Her blood was on the porch. Something's wrong here, everybody. But, you know, a lot of you motherfuckers, you are haters and you like to watch just to say that bitch crazy. And everything that I said about motherfucking adrenochrome and the Epstein shit and Pizzagate, all that shit is coming out to be true too. So you might want to watch your fucking mouth before you call me crazy. I'm just saying. I ain't never seen the family members tell the person to bring their ass home. Like it's that, I would be mad as fuck if I'm kidnapped and my family on that tell me to come home. Bitch, I'm tied to a chair. How? Why don't you tell this motherfucker to let me go? And tell him what you gonna give him in return. But you know, I am a January Aquarius and we get very outraged over shit like this because a lot of shit just seems stupid to me. And this is exactly it. Like she's a fucking teenager that ran away. That makes sense for her. Somebody, her blood was on the porch, bitch. She didn't go shopping and lose where she was. Did she bleed on the way out? Someone took her. You don't want to talk to them? She don't have no control. Bitch, I'm just gonna play the video. I'm just gonna play the fucking video. The daughter, Savannah Guthrie, the news reporter, Savannah Guthrie's husband works with the Clintons. This happened after the release of the Epstein files. We're going to get to that. Trust me. I have the email. Somebody sent me an email about him working with the Clintons. So we have it. Oh, shit. I got to plug up my laptop somewhere. Hold on, y'all. I didn't realize I could plug it up there. All right, everybody, hold on. Let me plug. Okay, can everybody see me and hear me and all of that? Is everything working normally? I have to plug up the laptop. We can't run out of battery, y'all. We can't. We can't afford to run out of battery. I have the email that I don't know if it was you or somebody else sent me about the husband and the Clintons. We're going to get to that. Yeah, I'm going to get to it. I have it saved. It's in my notes. The bitch unplugged it. I'm telling y'all, I bet you anything. Savannah had that shit on coming out of her card monthly. Just put it on auto pay, and she disconnected it so they could, you know, set up the kidnapping. I'm telling y'all what happened. But you know, let's watch this bullshit because she is talking to her like she ran away from home.
If you're listening, we need you to come home.
Weird.
We miss you.
Our mom is our heart and our home. Everyone is looking for you, Mommy, everywhere. We will not rest. Your children will not rest until we are together again.
The next day, the FBI announced a $50,000 reward for any information regarding Guthrie's disappearance. Guthrie's son posted a video on social media at the time of the first deadline given in one of the ransom notes, asking for a way to communicate with his mother's alleged captor.
This is Cameron Guthrie. I'm speaking for the Guthrie family. Whoever is out there holding our mother, we want to hear from you. We haven't heard anything directly. We need you to reach out, and we need a way to communicate with you so we can move forward. But first, we have to know that you have our mom. We want to talk to you, and we are waiting for contact.
Another ransom note was sent to a local news station, KOLD, this time with no deadline, but it did include sensitive information. Guthrie's children again took to social media, marking 1 week of their mother's disappearance, telling her possible captor that they would pay for the return of their mother.
We received your message, and we understand. We beg you now to return our mother to us so that we can celebrate with her. This is the only way we will have peace. This is very valuable to us, and we will pay.
One of the ransom notes sent to local news station KGUN allegedly demanded $6 million and threatened Guthrie's life if the money was not paid by February 9th at 5 p.m. Hours before the deadline, Savannah posted another video to social media, now asking for the public's help.
So you just said we will pay, but then when they tell you how much they want, now you need the public to help you. You said you will pay, and they said, all right, bitch, bet. We want $6 million by 5 o'clock, or we're going to blow this whole brains out. What you going to the public for, Savannah? Oh, you don't have $6 million. So now you need the public to help you. Now, I wonder if all of the help that you get will come from liberals. Because you didn't say, I want the people who agree with me to help me. See, that's the people that they want to talk to any other time. I'm going to start making it political because, you know, I see the in-betweens and the lines in this shit, and I believe the Clintons got something to do with it too. I'm just saying. That Clinton connection ain't no mistake. These are the same hateful fucking people who want to see this man's family in jail, who want to see him dead. They constantly talk about seeing Trump dead. But now it's Donald Trump that they keep saying is reaching out to her fucking ass while she's on her asking for fucking help. Where's Biden? Oh, wait a minute. Didn't he die in 2019? Ooh, let's get back to this video because I'm not going to argue with y'all. Some of y'all are going to say, oh, no, that's a conspiracy theory. The bitch died in 2019. And I remember we talked about that shit too. That the long-legged Biden just showed up out of nowhere being damn near 8 feet tall. I was like, is this motherfucker walking on stilts? Then they had the younger Biden with all the energy and the vitality. And then they had the old-ass Biden he just declined that quick. Something ain't right with that shit. Nobody thinks that that's weird either. These people are wearing masks and fucking with us and playing games with us, and the shit is weird. And the only motherfucker that's looking semi-normal in this shit, because he ain't completely normal. The only motherfucker that's looking semi-normal in this shit is the orange man that y'all are so fucking obsessed with hating. That look like the same motherfucking Trump. We have watched this man age. Biden died and became president years after his death. I don't know what to say. Oh, no, a year after his death. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. We talked about this. They had one Biden that had long ass legs. Why couldn't they get the fake Biden to call this bitch and offer some help? All that fucking money that Camel Toe got from the donors, she can't give you $6 million. That bitch racked up. All these loony liberals donated to her. She got that money and wrote a book and gave y'all her ass to kiss. It's insane.
Hi there, everybody. I wanted to come on and just share a few thoughts as we enter into another week of this nightmare. I just want to say, first of all, thank you so much for all of the prayers and the love that we have felt, my sister and brother and I, and that our mom has felt. Because we believe that somehow, some way, she is feeling these prayers and that God is lifting her even in this moment and in this darkest place. We believe our mom is still out there. We need your help. Law enforcement is working tirelessly around the clock trying to bring her home, trying to find her. She was taken and we don't know where. And we need your help. So I'm coming on just to ask you, not just for your prayers, but no matter where you are, even if you're far from Tucson, if you see anything, you hear anything, if there's anything at all that seems strange to you, that you report to law enforcement.
What seems strange to me is your sister and her husband, your husband, and the band member. All that shit seems strange to me. Do we have anybody that came over from TikTok? Did anybody come over from TikTok? We have some people watching on Twitter also. If you're watching on Twitter or X, click the link and come over to the Twitch channel. Let me drop the link. Click that link. Click that link that I just dropped in the chat and come on over to the Twitch channel. We're all of her people in the media to get out there to help. They might know it's some fucking bullshit with this shit. Honestly, they might know that this is some bullshit. You have to think about how much is sometimes known behind the scenes. And we be over here confused. We don't know shit. I think the sister wants the mom's house. Child, she might.
We are at an hour of desperation, and we need your help.
The deadline passed, and it's unclear if the notes were authentic. 10 days after Guthrie went missing, the FBI director, Kash Patel, released new images and videos recovered by the doorbell camera at Guthrie's house. The video and photos show a person wearing a backpack, long sleeves and pants, walking up to the door and attempting to conceal the camera with a glove. This person then turns and grabs some plants and places them in front of the camera.
Now, this is what's strange about this glove. Why does it look like a boxing glove? Is that why she's bleeding? Because they went in there and boxed her up? Why does this look like a boxing glove? Somebody, listen. Subscribers, chat. Just tell me if you think I'm crazy. This don't look like a glove that you... Why is this glove so big and bulky? What kind of glove is this? What were they planning on doing? What is going on here? Then what's crazy, and they're going to show this, but let me just say it. Bitch, why would you go and pick up shrubbery off the ground and bring the shrubbery and try to cover the camera with fucking shrubbery? You better off taking off that big thick ass glove and putting that over the fucking camera. I don't understand.
Camera with a glove. This person then turns and grabs some plants and places them in front of the camera. Another video shows the individual walking with their head tilted down when entering the home's archway. Patel said the video was recovered from residual data located in back-end systems.
They went out and got search warrants. They cooperated with Google. Everybody was working together. They were able to recover some of the information and data that was on the camera. And from what I've heard lately, this guy breaking the camera may have caused all this, because from what I understand on these Nest cameras, once it breaks, it freezes. So it's not overwriting itself because Nancy Guthrie didn't have a subscription. So I thought it was just remarkable to be able to recover with this level of clarity, this video, because this could be a huge development. It is a huge development in this case.
Later that day, Pima County Sheriff's Department announced that it detained a person of interest after pulling them over for a traffic stop in Rio Rico, about 60 miles from Tucson. The person was released a few hours later and not charged with anything. The man, Carlos Palazuelos, identified himself as the one detained by police, saying that he works as a delivery driver in Tucson and was detained after a traffic stop. Palazuelos said that his wife was driving and pulled over because the police were following them.
why was this man? I saw somebody interview him. He was like, I don't know what's going on. He's gonna sue the police. You know that, right? He's already saying he's owed an apology. He's gonna sue them bitches.
Pulling them over for a traffic stop in Rio Rico, about 60 miles from Tucson. The person was released a few hours later and not charged with anything. The man, Carlos Palazuelos, identified himself as the one detained by police, saying that he works as a delivery driver in Tucson and was detained after a traffic stop. Palazuelos said that his wife was driving and pulled over because the police were following them. After being released, he told reporters outside his home in Rio Rico that he was innocent and that law enforcement held him against his will, saying that he had never even heard of the alleged kidnapping of Guthrie.
Do you feel you're owed an apology?
Yeah, something I didn't do, yeah. Especially the way they acted. I mean, I know it's their job to do it, but to an innocent man, wow. And they didn't need that. I think they don't even have evidence against me, so I don't even know how they got to me.
Officials searched the vehicle and the home of the person of interest, with authorities saying the search of the property was over around 1 a.m. local time, with the investigation still ongoing with several hundred detectives and agents on the case. This was the first property that was searched so far that did not belong to Guthrie or her daughter Annie. While on Hannity, FBI Director Kash Patel said officials are looking into multiple persons of interest in the search for Guthrie that was put in an initial ransom note, with the transaction being around $152. Authorities say the search is ongoing and active, with the FBI conducting a fresh search of Guthrie's neighborhood. For now, the focus remains on Nancy and providing answers to her family. If you have any information about Nancy Guthrie's disappearance, contact the FBI tip line at 1-800-CALL-FBI or visit tips.fbi.gov. The National News Desk will continue to follow this case closely and provide confirmed updates as they become available.
Nancy Grace decided to dig into this situation, and I'm kind of here for Nancy's investigative skills. Nancy be on these hoes. She's on these hoes. Nancy be on case. She showed a video of this man who had a backpack, and it seemed like this man kept trying to put the backpack over a wall. He had two backpacks actually. And then Nancy pointed out that this was significant because the person that's shown on camera on Nancy Guthrie's porch initially had no backpack, and then he ended up with the backpack. So the person who had the two backpacks, when he was putting the backpack over the wall, was he handing it to the person who got Nancy Guthrie? But then it came out that this was like 5 miles from her house. So I don't know how accurate that was supposed to be. Then the person who put the video out there that Nancy Grace got a hold of from X said that man had been cleared. So it's like there's so many weird things happening, but then the person gets cleared. I don't know. Let's get into this Clinton situation. Let me read this. This is from one of the mermaids. I'm sending you this 15-minute video from Sabby Sabs, some YouTuber I've never heard of, but we're about to watch a video. Shout out to her. She discusses the timing of the kidnapping of Nancy in relation to the release of the Epstein files. She also mentions a pizza delivery to Nancy's house and notes that her daughter, Savannah, is married to someone who works for the Clintons. Bitch, when I saw this, I said, hold up. Now, I didn't watch it yet. But what? What? So let's share the screen. It's a 13-minute, 24-second video. I'm going to go through it and figure out what in the fuck is going on. While I pull this up, everybody, if you are in support of Third Eye Politics, come over to Twitch. That is the best place to watch. If you insist on watching on YouTube or X, we have now a couple more people have come over to the X channel. Welcome. I know my X is new, but welcome. You feel free to come over to Twitch. Everybody, if you want to support Third Eye Politics, you can either watch on Twitch, you can Cash App, you can Zelle, you can follow the channel everywhere. You do not have to send any coins, but if you want to, because I do have a very supportive audience, most of the time, my old audience, it is not my Third Eye Politics audience. Most of the time, y'all are very supportive and y'all appreciate the content. And thank you. If you want to support the channel, Cash App and Zelle are on the bottom of the screen, as well as my email address. If you have anything that we need to see, know, discuss, talk about, snoop into, email it to me and we will get on top of it. That's what we do on this channel. I want to let everybody know, in case someone is returning back to my content from my old channel that has now been taken down. This is not a celebrity gossip channel. This is not a celebrity news channel. And my name is Marley. I don't answer anything else. This is politics and what people call conspiracy theories, which are always shown to be true, to be honest. That's what we discuss on this channel. This is not a celebrity gossip channel. Go watch somebody else, okay? I just want to make that clear. Thank you to anybody who chooses to support the content in any way that you choose to support, whether it's a like on Facebook or sharing it on X or on YouTube or whatever. Not Facebook, YouTube. I get my platforms mixed up, child. Let's just watch the damn video. This woman's name is Sabby Sabs. And again, it says she also mentions, she discusses the timing of the kidnapping of Nancy in relation to the release of the Epstein files. She also mentions a pizza delivery to Nancy's house and notes that her daughter, Savannah, is married to someone who works for the Clintons. So let's watch and see what's going on. And we're going to put this on a little bit faster speed also. That's not what we want. We want to speed it up so that we don't have to worry about getting a strike. We don't have time for strikes over here. Okay? Sabby Sabs,
we have an update about Savannah Guthrie and her mom. Something really weird happened at Nancy Guthrie's residence, which I still don't, it's not explained. I've been looking all over and I'm like, okay, how did this happen? But this story to me is still very weird. I got to tell you guys, people go missing all the time. And the way that the sense of urgency.
Too fast. Do I need to slow it down? I can keep up with it. You know, I'm an Aquarius with ADHD. I can keep up with it.
I haven't really seen that happen with everyday people, man.
Hold on. Let's turn the music up just a little bit, because you have to like alter the content or you can get a strike. Okay. But y'all should still be able to hear her. Okay, let's go.
I grew up during a time where there was kids' faces on milk cartons. And I just haven't seen that type of, but I guess it's because of who she is. They detained a guy who they actually had to let go because he wasn't the person. I think they're just trying to find someone at this point in time. But Savannah Guthrie's mom is still missing. Let's go ahead and get into the update about this. Again, weird story, you guys.
Developments overnight, though some are murky and still being sorted out in the kidnapping of Nancy Guthrie. Investigators said they took a person into custody and conducted a search at a house in southern Arizona. Senior national investigative correspondent Lori Jane Gliha has been in Pima County all week and live now for us with an update. Good morning, Lori Jane. A lot has happened, it seems, in the last 24 hours or so.
That's right, Holly. Law enforcement officers were very busy last night after releasing those photos and videos of a masked suspect tampering with the Nest camera right here in front of Nancy Guthrie's home. Late last night, investigators conducted a search in Rio Rico, Arizona, and that's about an hour south of where I am. It's very close to the United States-Mexico border. Pima County Sheriff's Department said they conducted that search with the assistance of an FBI evidence response team. It lasted a few hours, and this came after they said they had taken someone into custody for questioning related to the Nancy Guthrie kidnapping. They had detained that person during a traffic stop south of Tucson. Well, overnight, Ford Hatchett from our Scripps News Group station, KNXB in Phoenix, talked to the person who said he was detained after he was released, and this is what he told our reporter.
Listen to this.
Apprehended for questioning. How would you describe what happened to you?
Terrifying. Something I didn't do for something. I was being like, I felt like I was being kidnapped, bro. They didn't tell me anything at the beginning.
And investigators showed up to this house, or were you the one who was pulled over at the traffic stop?
I was the one that was pulled over at the traffic stop.
Where was that?
Right here on by Chubasco.
Okay, and you were taken into custody at that point?
Yeah.
And
I was being detained.
Detained, okay.
I was detained the whole time.
Okay.
That's what they told me.
Where were they?
In the back of a car. A Miranda car, and then they moved me into a Pima County Sheriff.
Were you being questioned in the car?
At the Miranda car, I was being questioned, but they only asked me for my first name, my last name, my date of birth, and my social.
Okay. What were they asking you about?
Like, where my whereabouts.
Okay.
Where do I work? Where was I and all that. But
are you ever up in Tucson?
Yeah, I work in Tucson.
What do you do?
GLS, deliver packages.
Okay. Do you think you might deliver a package to Nancy Guthrie's house?
I don't know. Might have been a possibility. I don't know.
Yeah. Do you ever deliver like Amazon packages or anything?
Well, it's kind of the same thing.
Yeah. So do you think you...
Yeah. So when I saw this, I said to myself, yeah, I don't think this guy is guilty. I don't think he took the mom. I didn't get any impression of that from him. But I think it seems like they're desperate that they have to find someone, but this is a sticky situation because you can't just pick someone because you have to have Savannah's mom. And
so it is kind of strange how they got that guy. I haven't heard anything about what was the evidence against him. Has anybody else? Because I don't know exactly what the evidence was against the guy. Like, what was it that made them look at him and say, let's stop him. Let's stop him in traffic. If anybody knows, let us know in the chat. What the fuck? Because I still don't know. I just know they got him. They held him for a long time and then they let him go. But what caused them to pull him over? And then this is another thing. They had a search warrant and they went to that man's mother-in-law's house with a search warrant and searched. What evidence did you present to be able to get that warrant? Think about that. Just randomly stop somebody in traffic and say, oh, you're in traffic. You might have taken Nancy Guthrie. That doesn't make any sense to me. I need somebody to do a quick dig. Somebody quickly dig on this. If anybody has time, I'm going to do it too. But you know, we are an investigating audience. That's what we do here. We all put in the work. Can anybody figure out why was that man stopped? Because I never heard Nancy. I didn't hear Nancy Grace say. I didn't hear anybody explain. Maybe I dozed off on it. I didn't hear anybody explain why he was stopped in the first fucking place. Why did they stop him?
For those who are not aware, Savannah Guthrie, she is a co-host at NBC News of the Today Show. So this is someone who is a public figure. One of the things I revealed before in the other show was that her husband worked for the Bill Clinton administration. Like, she's very well connected. So this is someone that is higher up. I thought it was very strange that her mother was missing right after this last drop of the Epstein files. And the reason why I thought that is because Savannah Guthrie is in the Epstein files. So we discussed this on the last show, that she was discussed because she was about to interview some of the survivors. So that's why her name was in the files in the recent drop that we just had. And then right after that drop, all of a sudden her mom is missing. And people have pointed fingers at the brother-in-law. People pointing fingers at family members. I don't know. Usually you would think it's someone who's close by. Another thing that came to light was that they were able to gather some footage from the front door, which showed a man there wearing a mask, who they believe that is the person who took her. So I guess she had like this ring camera or whatever. But it's been a number of days now. We don't know if she's alive or not. They did request a ransom, and for whatever reason sent that ransom to TMZ. Thought that was rather interesting as well. Savannah Guthrie came forward just recently and said they are willing to pay the ransom, but her mom still has not been returned. And that's why I think I told you this situation here to me is very weird. I do want to show you something else after this, because there was a delivery to Nancy Guthrie's house just recently. And wait till you see what that delivery was. Let's continue on here.
Okay,
and so
hold on, y'all. So let me get this straight. Savannah Guthrie is in the files because she was going to interview the victims. So this would lead one to believe, or maybe assume or speculate, that maybe her mother was kidnapped as a way to tell her to shut the fuck up. Is that what's going on? Is that what's happening? Was this a way to tell her to stop digging into the goddamn Epstein victim situation? But that seems so extreme, because there are many people who are digging into the Epstein victims situation. So to go that far as to kidnap her mother, I don't know. we're gonna see what happens. But I don't know. Something about that just makes me feel like I don't know if that's what's going on here. It seems like it's just too much. Why is the focus on her? All the people that's talking about this Epstein shit. Why her? Why is it her? And take her mother? Take her mom? I don't know. It seems like it would be more of the Clinton connection than anything. And TMZ is in the files. Right. You're right. If she was going to interview them, if that's in the files, then it's not new. Everything in the files is old. There's nothing Jeffrey's supposed to be dead. He's hiding in Israel. We know that, but he's supposed to be dead. So there's like no new emails or new anything in the files that they would be talking about. So this would have been back in the day. She was back a while ago. She was going to interview the victims, right? Wouldn't this have been a while ago? Why kidnap her mother now over an interview that she was going to do before? That's not a connection to me. To me personally, I'm not seeing the connection. Do y'all see what I'm saying? I don't see the connection. Welcome into the new people that just rushed in on YouTube. I don't know what that's about, but welcome in. Click the link that's in the chat if you want to come over to the Twitch channel. Subscribe if you want to subscribe. This is Politics and Conspiracy Theories. Welcome in. Her kidnapping happened after the files were released. Okay, I understand. Right after the files were released, that's when she gets snatched up. Could that be a coincidence? Or could it be because somebody said, oh, you were going to interview the victims back in 20 whatever. We're going to take your mom. I just want y'all to make it make sense. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Let's just try to make it make sense. Let's go back a little bit.
Pointed fingers at the brother-in-law. People pointed fingers at family members. I don't know. Usually you would think it's someone who's close by. Another thing that came to light was that they were able to gather some footage from the front door, which showed a man there wearing a mask, who they believe that is the person who took her. So I guess she had like this ring camera or whatever. But it's been enough, if she's alive or not. They request a ransom, and for whatever reason sent that ransom to TMZ. Thought that was rather interesting as well. Savannah Guthrie came forward just recently and said they are willing to pay the ransom, but her mom still has not been returned. And that's why I think I told you this situation here to me is very weird. I do want to show you something else after this, because there was a delivery to Nancy Guthrie's house just recently. And wait till you see what that delivery was. Let's continue on here.
And so earlier in the evening, the FBI was also very active. Law enforcement, they were back in Annie Guthrie's neighborhood. That's about 4 miles away from here. Remember, that's where Nancy Guthrie had dinner the evening before she went missing. And the FBI agents were seen speaking with neighbors, walking through the community, walking through some of those properties. And all of this came hours after the FBI released those new photographs and videos of that masked suspect. That person was completely covered from head to toe. They had a mask, they had gloves. The FBI also saying that person was armed. So of course now the questions are, where is Nancy Guthrie? She found, is she safe? Holly?
Now, it seems that there was movement in that Bitcoin account from the ransom note that was sent to Scripps News Group's Tucson station. Do we know anything more about that?
Yeah, we can confirm that there was some activity in that account, but what we know is that it was a very small amount of money, a tiny fraction of what was being requested in that ransom note. They were requesting $6 million. And of course, we still don't know the validity of that ransom note. But at this point, because it was such a tiny fraction of money and we don't know the origin of who was depositing that money, it appears that this is not somebody attempting to pay that ransom. Holly.
I let you go, wanted to ask about tips, because we know that there have been billboards put up with Nancy Guthrie's picture on it across the country in case anybody had any information or saw her. Have the police or FBI been getting any tips after that? Do we know if they're any closer to any more information?
Well, we did know yesterday that there were thousands of tips that had been coming in. The FBI had said that. And then yesterday, the Pima County Sheriff's Department did confirm that there was an uptick in tips that came in after those photos and videos. And of course, there's key information in those photos and videos. Somebody might recognize something. So of course, any tips are very valuable at this point. And we did put up that QR code again so people can, if you have specific video or surveillance or any photos that might help with that case, you know, authorities, as we understand it, are still looking for help solving this case.
So here's the crazier part. Just the other day, a delivery showed up to Nancy Guthrie's house to deliver pizza.
Oh my God, wait a minute. I just now put that together. Why did that just click for me? Pizzagate? Y'all, I'm going to bed. That just gave me a fucking chill. The whole time I've been hearing y'all say a pizza man came, I've been watching, I'm like, okay, a pizza man came, whatever. It did not fucking click. Oh my God, that's what they were talking about? Get the fuck out of here, intellect honey. What the fuck is going on? Oh my God. It's Pizzagate. It's fucking, ooh. Y'all, okay. If you believe this, well, I don't care where you're watching. We have people watching on Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch right now. If you believe that this is linked to Pizzagate, put a 7 in the chat. If you think that we are reading too far into this and we're a bunch of conspiracy theorist crazies, put a 2 in the chat. I just want to poll the audience. No matter where you're watching, put a 7 in the chat if you believe that this truth is stranger than fiction. If you believe that we're crazy, this has nothing to do with Pizzagate. Maybe the pizza man got lost. We don't know. He just happened to show up. Maybe he got lost because there's no GPS these days. All right. Leslie Love, welcome in. Are you new to the channel, Leslie Love? Welcome in. Consider coming to watch us over on Twitch. Consider sharing, liking, subscribing, all of that good stuff. Ooh. Oh my God. We don't have not 1, 2. Maybe the 2s are shutting the fuck up, but they scary asses. Y'all think this was Pizzagate? Did the Amazon delivery person deliver a pizza oven? What did they deliver, Alicia? Did they deliver a fucking pizza oven? I'm suspicious. I'm suspicious to everybody. This is crazy, y'all. Ooh. Hold on. I'm gonna ask, why was a pizza delivered to her house after she was kidnapped? This is fucking insane, y'all. I don't know what to say. It just clicked when this woman said it. The whole time I've been reading it, I'm like, okay, they delivered the pizza. Maybe the detectives was looking through files and shit in her house and got hungry. Now people were working around the clock. No, this is a random pizza delivery, bitch. Girl.
Or any photos that might help with that case. You know, authorities, as we understand it, are still looking for help solving this case.
So here's the crazier part. Just the other day, a delivery guy showed up to Nancy Guthrie's house to deliver pizza.
That's crazy.
Nancy Guthrie is not at her house.
Yeah.
And I'm going to show you because it's really weird how he was able to just get around law enforcement. Watch this here. Watch.
We'll
show you 2 different angles. Watch.
The pizza delivery that was sent to JLR.
Watch this.
But they used Nancy Guthrie's address.
Somebody just came to the Guthrie home. Oh, we got somebody here. It's Domino's. Somebody sent him a pizza. Somebody sent Nancy Guthrie a Domino's. Somebody just sent a Domino's pizza. That's crazy. Somebody just sent Nancy Guthrie a Domino's pizza. You gotta be kidding me. What in the world? That's a Domino's pizza guy. Had to be or something. Yeah, dude, somebody sent Nancy Guthrie a Domino's pizza. That is crazy.
Now, keep in mind that he had someone in his chat saying that they had at a certain time.
Pizza, of all things, is not the fact that someone in the chat said, hey, I'm going to deliver you. It's the pizza part of all things. Remember, like I told you, Savannah Guthrie, her name is in the Epstein files because she's the one that interviewed the Epstein survivors. This is years ago. And so someone decided to be funny, I guess, and deliver pizza. But what's crazy about this is the way that this guy was able to just walk right onto the property, even though law enforcement is there. That's a crime scene. So we'll continue here. Watch.
Do not use her address to send anyone there anything.
That's insane, folks. It's pizza. It's my pranking her.
Oh my God.
Oh, yes.
Y'all, I'm weirded the fuck out. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. We have some very evil fucking people in our country. We have very evil celebrities. We have very evil politicians in the United States, and it's like sick. It's sick as fuck. And I don't think that there's anything that can stop this. And I really feel that Pam Bondi is playing a part in covering some of this shit up. We're gonna get on that bitch next. I don't trust that bitch. I don't like her hair color. It looks orangey. She needs purple shampoo. I don't know. Something about this shit is weird. And they did have a tent up. I saw that the tent was up. Nobody knew why the tent was fucking up. And then they ended up taking it down a little bit later. And they were like, well, what the fuck are they, what are they doing behind the fucking tent? Like, what's going on behind this tent?
Ooh. Somebody sent Nancy Guthrie a Domino's pizza. Or pizza. Oh, smoke.
That's crazy.
Did somebody order pizza? What's it? Oh, it's one of these guys. Okay, man. Okay. Because you know where you're at. You know where you're at.
No, I don't.
Huh? Look at the cameras.
Is it the Nancy place?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, I don't know.
Hey, what's it paid for?
Yeah, this is the address they gave.
This is the address they gave.
Yeah.
Domino's. Paid for where they ordered. Does it have a name on it?
It does.
Now let me show you the next one here, right? So pizza delivery for JLR at Nancy Guthrie's house. Let's speed up a little bit more here.
Okay, this is that JLR Investigates guy. Do y'all remember him? Remember, we used to cover some of his videos back when that girl was missing. That fucking girl that kidnapped herself because her boyfriend didn't want her anymore.
I'm just gonna go. It's not even you guys out here.
Carmissa, that's her name.
That could be the case too. Yeah.
It's an officer. And an officer coming over. The deputy didn't even know he was on the property. That's how crazy it do. That's how crazy deputy, when he's paying attention, this dude just walks up to the door. But the fact that anyone could just walk on the property, the deputy didn't know what was up, man.
Just walk right onto the property.
Are you John?
Am I John?
Yeah.
My name's JLR.
It's for your company.
My company. What's my company?
JLR?
Is it?
Yeah. Somebody's telling me it's for you.
It's for me. Did you order? I didn't order nothing.
So he didn't order it, right? And like the woman said, someone was in his chat saying that they were going to order pizza for him. News Nation was even there, and they're talking about how this guy was able to just walk through a crime scene, and the cops didn't even see the guy. Watch this.
Apparently someone ordered a pizza out here, and the pizza delivery person showed up and was able to walk the pizza all the way up to the front door, even with the deputies sitting out here. I don't know why the deputies apparently didn't notice that person, because they're trying to keep people from going on the property.
Like I said before, that sheriff and the local police really fucked this case up. And then they finally let the FBI come in, and the FBI within like no time was able to get the video, the little footage of the person with the mask on, with the backpack, trying to take the leaves and plants and shit and cover up the camera. That was the FBI that did that. Local law enforcement was fucking up left and right. We can't get the video. We don't know what to do. FBI came right in there and got it. They need to move out of the way and let the FBI handle it. They need to move. They need to fucking move. That woman could be dead right now because they don't know what the fuck they're doing, and because they did not want to take help from the FBI, because I really believe that this is linked to the damn sheriff having Trump derangement fucking syndrome and being so anti-Trump that, oh no, we don't want help from Trump's FBI. Yep, now y'all don't know where the fuck this bitch is at. What is going on? Yeah, Sanasha, come over to the Twitch channel or like the video on YouTube, whatever you're gonna do, girl. Girl.
People are just kind of shocked that this pizza delivery person was able to just walk right up to Nancy Guthrie's door.
Yeah, weird, huh? That is weird. Again, and like that crime scene is basically tainted now, I would say. Like you can't just walk onto a crime scene like that. It's wild. It's crazy. Hey guys, this was a savvy clip. If you like what you saw, hit that like button and subscribe.
Okay, hold on. Did she mention? Y'all know I have severe ADHD.
Breaking news, Savannah.
She mentioned the link to the Clintons. Thank you for fucking reminding me. We gotta watch Sloan Bella's video. Hold on, y'all. If you don't know who Sloan Bella is the psychic who told us the shit that was gonna go down with Diddy, and she was fucking right. I don't give a fuck about how anybody feels about Sloan Bella. I like her. You don't have to watch my channel, bitch. You don't have to be over here. I like Sloan Bella, and we're gonna watch and see what she said. If you don't like her, oh well. Take your evil and jealous ass somewhere else. A lot of women are jealous of Sloan Bella. That shit is very weird. Stop with your fucking jealousy. Go heal. Go heal from that shit. Did she do a live specifically on Nancy Guthrie, or did she mention this in one of her live streams? Because if she mentioned it in a live stream, we don't have time. We can't go and watch that woman. We can't play her whole, like we don't know where it is. Right, we fuck with Sloan over here. I don't care what y'all say. Go be jealous of her somewhere else. I don't see the video. Okay, do you know the timestamp? Because otherwise we got to keep it moving. I don't know where it is. But if Sloan Bella said that she was dead within 48 hours of the kidnapping, I believe that. Let me show y'all the TMZ videos, right? See, TMZ they got the third video today. I have 3 videos of them talking about the ransom letters that they got, but they got the third one to demanding. So the person was demanding 1 Bitcoin, which is worth like $60,000, $65,000, right? Then they came back, and because the authorities increased the amount of the reward, now they are saying that they want 2 Bitcoins. Girl, I don't know what to say. Or they want a portion of a Bitcoin. They explained it earlier, girl. It's crazy. Let's first watch the first, okay? First, about the first ransom letter, and then we will get to we're gonna watch the 3 videos about the ransom letters, and then we're gonna get to some of the evidence in this situation. I told y'all we're gonna be here for a while tonight. Everybody, thank you for tuning in. Make sure you are following me on Twitch, Rumble, X, and YouTube, and TikTok. Third Eye Politics everywhere. If you want to contribute to the channel, my Cash App and Zelle are on the bottom of the screen. If you are watching on one of the platforms where there is a like button, a share button, make sure you like the video, share the video. Let everybody know to come over here and watch. We are breaking down the Nancy Guthrie situation first. Then we're going to go into Pam Bondi and how she fumbled the Epstein list, and then we're going to do a little bit about the SAVE Act if we get to it, if I don't get too sleepy, okay? Queen, if you can find the timestamp, it's in the first 5 minutes. All right, I'll go back over there. If y'all find a timestamp, send it to me. My email address is on the bottom of the screen also, everybody. If you want to email me anything that we need to investigate on this channel, I want to make it clear again, this is not a celebrity news, celebrity gossip channel. I don't do that kind of content. This is politics and conspiracy theories that are always true, by the way. They're always true. So make sure you like the video, subscribe, share. If you're on Twitch, make sure you link your Amazon Prime, become a subscriber. That is how you turn off the commercials, turn off the ads by becoming a subscriber. Feel free to send bits or whatever you want to do on Twitch. And thank you all for watching. This is the first video. How many days ago was this, child? Let's see. Because there's been multiple ransom notes. This was 10 days ago. Okay. Now, TMZ is not the only platform that received ransom notes. Remember, we watched the timeline video first, and they talked about how radio stations and everything was receiving communication from the alleged kidnapper or someone who claims that they know who the kidnapper is. So we're just trying to figure this all out. All this shit is strange. All of it is fucking strange. We're just trying to figure out what's what. Let's watch this first video. It's 2 minutes long.
Something happened here just a few minutes ago. We received an email at TMZ from somebody purporting to basically issue a ransom demand. I'm not going to read this, but the top line to it is that they are asking for money, a lot. They are asking for it in the form of Bitcoin, and they are putting an or else on this.
Right.
Now, they also say they do two things.
You don't want that number.
Right. They say two things. They say that that there is an address, a Bitcoin address that that they could send this money to, and then they give a description of something that Savannah's mother was wearing at the time of the abduction and a damaged item in the house.
Both things are clearly mentioned because they want to prove that they're legit. That so they have information about something that happened in the house. We don't know if that is accurate.
We have called the sheriff's department. We've made multiple calls, spoken with the detective unit. We have passed on this email. We don't know whether time where a media outlet gets something like this. So just in due diligence,
the one thing we should say,
to be taken very, very seriously. Go ahead, Charles.
Yeah,
Sorry.
the one thing we should say is that have confirmed it, at least the Bitcoin address that they've included in this email.
So this is very interesting because they are giving them information, what she was wearing and an item that was broken in the house. The fact that there's an item that's broken in the house makes me think that this came from the fight or the struggle that might have happened, and that this is why that woman was bleeding. Her blood was on the porch. I got it. I just started. That makes me think that this is probably why her blood was on the porch. Maybe there was a struggle. Maybe she was trying to fight as best as she could. And, you know, that's how the item in the house got broken, dragging her out or during the struggle. And they were able to confirm, look, this is something that hasn't been released to the public. So, you know, this is the real deal. That seems like that's what's going on there. I don't know.
And then they give a description of something that Savannah's mother was wearing at the time of the abduction and a damaged item in the house.
Both things are clearly mentioned because they want to prove that they're legit. That so they have information about something that happened in the house. We
don't know.
Don't know if that is accurate.
We have called the sheriff's department. We've made multiple calls, spoken with the detective unit. We have passed on this email. We don't know whether this is legit or not. But I will say, this happens from time to time where a media outlet gets something like this. So just in due diligence, we've
The one thing we should
have to
say
be taken very, very, very seriously. Go ahead, Charles.
Yeah,
Sorry.
the one thing we should say is that we have confirmed it. At least the Bitcoin address that they've included in this email is legit.
Right. And the authorities will have to take this very seriously. This is a piece of material evidence that has been turned over. They think an abduction happened. They have found substances in the house. The detective walked back a little bit. The sheriff walked back the blood idea. They said that things have been gathered and they are testing those substances. But he did clarify that this is a very open and active investigation. So we'll have to see what happens.
So we will let you know. But right now, again, all we're doing is we sent this on to 10. See.
All right, so that was the first one. Okay.
Just look.
Hold on, ma'am. We don't know who you are. But what is this? Hold on.
Look at the card decks that I have out here. And today
Okay,
we're
she's
going to
pulling
be
tarot cards. I have my own tarot cards. Let's go to the second video. This is the second communication between TMZ and the alleged, or someone who knows the kidnapper. I think it's very interesting that this person is demanding this money in Bitcoin. I don't know. They keep saying that they don't know if this is legit, but if the person knows what was broken in the house and what she was wearing, then that would mean this is legit. Now, I know TMZ don't know that, but it seems like the FBI would know that. The FBI would be able to say, hey, look, they said your mother was wearing this. Does she own those clothing items? And they would also know, since they were all over the house, they would know what was broken in the house. So they would be able to have with the person who is a suspect. Like, it's just, I don't know why they're not being more clear about this. I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. And if I am, tell me in the chat. But it just feels like a lot of people are fumbling the fuck out of this case. So maybe the information that they gave about what she was wearing and what was broken in the house wasn't accurate. Because why won't they confirm it? Especially when the person was like, look, I need $6 million or she's dead. And they didn't just offer him the $6 million? I don't know. I don't know. Let's watch the second one. Let's watch the second video. I'm going to shut the fuck up because I don't know.
TMZ has obtained a second email from the man who claims to know the identity of Nancy Guthrie's kidnapper. We told you yesterday that this man sent us an email saying that he will reveal the name if he gets 1 Bitcoin. We checked the account all day. He did not receive anything. The account is bare. So this morning, just after 8 a.m. Pacific time, he sent us this other email complaining that he is not being taken seriously. He says that he wants the Bitcoin, which is worth around $67,000, for several reasons. Number one, he says by coming forward, he will become a, as he puts it, a national rat. He also says, and this is a quote, he doesn't want to be, quote, incriminated like that guy Carlos. Remember, Carlos is the delivery man who was taken into custody a couple of days ago. Briefly, he was detained and then released. He says that he fears retaliation if he comes forward, and that he needs the Bitcoin because he's going to have to lay low after coming forward. And then he talks about a difference between yesterday and today. And we are not going to get specific about what he's talking about. It is chilling what he is insinuating here. But we have told law enforcement we're not going to get specific about that. But he makes it very clear here that this will be his second and last attempt. We have checked the Bitcoin address that he sent us. By the way, the one from yesterday and today, they are the same. And we checked the Bitcoin address just before I'm shooting this and talking to you. And again, there is nothing in that Bitcoin account, at least right now.
I've got to have my mic muted. Why do y'all think they won't pay him? Because this is the thing, right? I don't know. They said that they're offering $50,000. One Bitcoin is around 67,000. Just give him the Bitcoin if y'all want to know where the fuck she at. Especially if the information that he gave about what she was wearing and what was broken in the house was true. If that's accurate, give him the fucking Bitcoin. I don't know. Then they raised the ransom, the reward. They raised it from 50,000 to 100,000. So now they're watching. This person is watching this because now they're like, oh, I want 2 Bitcoins. I don't know. I'm not a police officer. I'm not FBI. I don't know how they need to do this. But, maybe they should do it like they did on Law and Order. They have the family member say, okay, I'm going to bring you the money in a suitcase. And when they pull up to get the money in the suitcase, they grab their ass. Don't they do that on Law and Order? Okay, I'm going to bring you the money. And then they get them. The fuck?
TMZ has obtained a third email from the man who claims he knows the identity and the location of Nancy Guthrie's kidnapper. And he has now upped his demand. We know it is the same person, the other 2 notes, because the Bitcoin address is identical. So he says that he is going through TMZ because he does not trust law enforcement. He's essentially saying, you don't trust me and I don't trust you. What he is suggesting is by the FBI upping the reward to $100,000, it was designed to discredit him. He says, quote, to discredit me. So what he is saying is he now wants the following. He wants 1 fraction of a Bitcoin worth $50,000. And for that, he says he will give up the name and location of the kidnapper. He says he will not cash that until the kidnapper is actually arrested, and then he expects the second Bitcoin fraction, another 50,000. So he wants the $100,000 reward, he says, but he wants it in this form and not simply coming forward to authorities. He has a variety of reasons on why he doesn't want to come forward to authorities. One of which is interesting. He says it's because that it could compromise his. We don't know what that means. Does that mean that he is peripherally associated with this kidnapper? He does not explain what that means, but he says it in this email. Now, there's something really important here. That he says that when he gets the initial payment, and this is a quote, he will give up, quote, the name of the main individual, the main individual. So clearly he is suggesting, and he did insinuate this before, but he is saying it squarely here. The main individual, that means if this is legit, he has accomplices. So he does refer to the current state of Nancy Guthrie. We are not going to get in. That is, we have forwarded this on to the FBI. They asked for it, and we gave it to them. We received this email just before noon Pacific time, Friday, today. So again, the third email, he says this time, this is it, that it's his final time to approach anybody. The third time is it. Now, remember, he said that last time too, but he says he's coming forward now because of the increase in the ransom reward. And we will see. The authorities are looking at this, I guess, to determine if it's legitimate. We have checked this Bitcoin address, and so far, no deposit has been made.
It's very interesting that they have this video that's coming up next about Jeffrey Epstein being alive. Remember, I posted this on the community wall. For those of you who follow Third Eye Politics on YouTube, I posted that on the community wall about Jeffrey Epstein allegedly being alive in Israel. It's just interesting that they are showing it since, you know, Harvey is such a good friend of still alive Jeffrey. I don't know. It's interesting that they would even cover it. But let's go to Sloan Bella's video. I got to go and pull up the timestamp again and see when she said this. I'm assuming the last live was yesterday, February 12th. It says Sloan Bella is live February 12th, 2026. So I'm going to assume that this is the video. This is the live stream where she said this. Now I'm going to get the timestamp and to see what she said about this. Is Psychic Sloan Bella, okay? For anybody who doesn't know.
Ask her family because they're playing some.
Oh, let me just go to the very beginning because it looks like she get into this right away. Not her saying ask her family. And bitch, I believe you. I believe your ass. I don't fuck with the family like that.
That's too. Okay, that light just got broken. Of course it did. Hi, everybody. No fucks given. Somebody sent me all the no fuck things in the mail. Hilarious. Here, I'll be right back.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. My Wi-Fi is acting up because I'm in Ecuador. I'm in Latin America. This is not the United States. We don't have the luxuries of great Wi-Fi here. My laptop. Is it acting up for y'all too, or is it just on my end? It looks like it cut out and it's back. Can everybody see me, hear me, and all of that good stuff? Okay.
Okay, I'm back. I do it every night. It's like a weird habit, and it's like just something I have to do so that I can sit properly. If I'm too low, I feel like a child. Hi, you guys. You already missed that I left the set and came back. Every night, y'all. Every night. Every night. Every time you say hi from New Mexico, I think you're talking about tacos. And I'm like, yeah, I could have a taco. Like, is this taco time? Oh my God, right? Oh, from Brooklyn. Hey, you guys, I just did another podcast today with Sean, Digital Hour Sean. So hopefully it goes well. We'll see if the lighting turns out better this time. That's all we want is good lighting because it was so bad last time. Every wrinkle, and I'm like, I know I'm old, but do I need to be like bad, you know? Anyway, he's like, no, this will be, where is it? Who cares where she is? Why do you guys do that? I don't care.
Ooh.
Where's Nancy Guthrie? Ask her family because they're playing some fuckery games.
Oh, shit.
I mean, come on. Where is she? Where isn't she? They know where she is. She's already been found and they're doing something else with it. And I don't know what, and I can't speak to that. I can't speak to it. So I don't even look into it because I don't even care. Not that I don't care, but when you're in your 80s, I mean, Nobody wants to be kidnapped and taken out of their home. I understand that, and that's horrific, but you're in your 80s. So I worry about children. I don't really worry about the family, but when they're in their 80s, and you know who I'm talking about. Anyway, when they're in their 80s, I mean, I would miss them, but they've lived their whole life. I worry more about children being kidnapped. Yeah, I said she's deceased. She's been deceased since like day 3. 1, 2, 3, maybe 48 hours after she left. And they all fucking know it. Okay. Everybody knows it. They just don't know where the fuck she is. And they're trying not to tell the person who did it. Oh, were you kidnapped? Yeah, I don't want that. Oh, no kidnapping.
Oh my God.
Sean Kelly, Jesus, the digital hour. It's not going to air for a while. I'm being really cheeky on it too. And you might get mad at me. I'm making fun of Stephen Hawking's. I don't believe it. I'm sorry. I just don't. He's all over the Epstein papers. What's he doing on the island? Shit. What is he doing there? What's he doing?
Let's skip to the next timestamp. And see
now that the laws are here, yeah, you got to follow them. But do I think they should be here to begin with? No, I don't. So I don't know what to say to that. I don't, God didn't make little green apples. Yeah, exactly. No, Chester did not kill himself. What about the Great Wall of China? I think that I don't know what you want me to say to any of this. The only reason people build borders and walls is to keep people out. My ear is so itchy, y'all. Is to keep people out. I have no thoughts on Nancy Guthrie except that she's been dead since day 3, 48 hours after, boom, dead. Yeah, King Charles. Fuck that guy. What an ugly piece of shit. What a troll.
Do y'all believe it? It's a distraction to keep us off the Epstein files. I think the sheriff knew, and that's why he's trying to backfill the investigation. So I believe her because the woman is 80. Okay. She's 80. There's blood on her porch. She has a pacemaker that was disconnected. I guess because she's off her Wi-Fi. I don't know how pacemakers pace. I guess because she got disconnected from Wi-Fi. She got too far from home or something. I don't know. I don't know how that works. I don't. I would assume that she would need, I don't know. Maybe it's got something to do with her phone. I don't think the woman is here either. I don't know. She might not be. But if she is here, if she's alive, I think that bitch was in on her own kidnapping. I'm going to leave it alone. We're going to keep watching and we're going to see what comes of this. But there's so many moving parts and moving pieces and crazy shit that we don't know what the fuck to think. I don't know what to think. Ladies and gentlemen, are we ready to move on a little bit from this story? Nancy Grace does have, let's watch a little bit of this. Nancy Grace she just did a video.
Savannah Guthrie's mother, Nancy Guthrie,
this was 2 hours ago. Okay, let's see what the latest update is from Nancy Grace, because Nancy Grace be on it, honestly. But then we got to move on to the Epstein files and Pam Bondi. Because I think that bitch is trying to cover something up. I don't know. And Trump better get rid of her. I'm telling y'all. Because I'm going to start looking at Trump sideways too. Trump, get rid of that bitch. Don't make me side-eye you. Get rid of her. Get her the fuck out of there. Something ain't right with that bitch. I'm telling y'all, something ain't right. I don't trust Pam. I don't like her hair color. It's too orange.
Day 13. This as, believe it or not, another missive regarding Nancy Guthrie's kidnap has just been received. Good evening. I'm Nancy Grace. This is Crime Stories. I want to thank you for being with us.
Since this case began, Sheriff Chris Nanos has been in the spotlight, and now it's being reported that Savannah Guthrie told the sheriff investigating the abduction of her mother, Nancy Guthrie, she doesn't need him. Pima County Sheriff Chris Nanos, he has been under a lot of scrutiny since day one of this investigation.
See, this is very interesting because didn't I fucking tell y'all that the sheriff fucked that shit up? He don't know what the fuck he's doing. He didn't want the FBI to come in. They scrambling and can't get the video off the damn Ring camera. People have been calling for him to be fired. It's all on Twitter. They want him fired. He botched the whole thing. Now she's saying she don't need his ass after she gets off a phone call with Trump. I don't know what's going on, girl. What's going on? Hold on. What's the tea, Nancy?
Since this case began, Sheriff Chris Nanos has been in the spotlight, and now it's being reported that Savannah Guthrie told the sheriff investigating the abduction of her mother, Nancy Guthrie, she doesn't need him. Pima County Sheriff Chris Nanos, he has been under a lot of scrutiny since day one of this investigation. He spoke to Fox News and said that he has talked and texted with Savannah and that she said she has her own people and didn't need him. He goes on to say that the family members have been involved in the investigation. They've been very cooperative. He actually says, whatever we've asked for, they've done. But then he adds this. It was getting crazy out there with allegations about the family. You can't accuse people of horrific crime like that and not have any facts behind it. Now, he says that, but in the same interview, he also says no one is really ever ruled out as of today.
Joining us, an all-star panel, but straight out to Dave Mack, Crime Stories investigative reporter. A new missive regarding Nancy Guthrie. What happened, Dave Mack?
TMZ received its third email from a guy who claims he knows the identity of Nancy Guthrie's kidnapper, but he's changing the rules. If you remember, in his last note, he said he's not being taken seriously and they will not hear from him again. He wanted one Bitcoin that was worth about $68,000 at the time. Now, this new email says he's contacting TMZ because he doesn't trust law enforcement. He's using TMZ as an intermediary, telling authorities, you don't trust me, I don't trust you. So now he's suggesting the reward being doubled to $100,000 is because of him. He actually says it's to discredit me. That's why they raised the award to $100,000. Now he says that he wants $100,000, the FBI reward. But here's how he wants it. He's asking for a fraction of Bitcoin worth about $50,000. And in return for that, he will then give up the information. And then he expects another $50,000 in Bitcoin. He promises he will not withdraw the first $50K until the kidnapper is arrested. That is the third email from this guy. By the way, one important change to all of this in his email, he says that when he gets the initial payment, then he will give up the name of the main individual, referring to the main individual, suggesting that there are accomplices, as we've mentioned before in his previous emails. There you go, Nancy, the third email.
Also, Dave Mack, isn't it true that he refers to the current state of Savannah's mother? We don't have specific details. Harvey Levin is not releasing that, but he is referring to Nancy. But I can't assume that he is saying that she is alive and well, or that she is alive. Otherwise, this would be an entirely different report right now.
Yeah, because it's not being very specific about it. But again, he does refer to the, quote, current state of Nancy Guthrie, but he's not alluding to whether it's good, bad. It's just that she is alive, but nothing else.
This as DNA has been sent to a private lab in Florida. There's a feud going on about that. Why not to Quantico? I have strong belief that if we recover DNA, it will be touch DNA. We have a DNA expert joining us. Also, there is a walk back, a switch in the glove, a narrative from Sheriff Nanos. And we learned about a prior investigation by the into nanos. Also at this hour, a not so official composite has been released. But I want to go straight back to what's happening right now, and that is the missive. Now, the third one from the same rat who wants to rat out the rat that took Nancy Guthrie. Okay, there's a lot wrong with this equation. Straight out to Scott Eicher, former Fed with the FBI, founding member of CAST Cellular Analysis Survey Team, now at PCAexperts.com, Precision Cellular Analysis. Thank you for being with us. You spent years and years with the FBI. This missive is all wrong. Have you ever seen people that go, "You're not taking me seriously"? Well, for a reason. Or, "I'm not crazy." Translation, "I'm totally crazy." Same thing here.
Yep.
I agree. One of these, when we get these national events like this, and even if it's just a state event or something like that, we always get numerous tips or people that want to get involved or want to try to make money off of this. And we got to run them all.
I want to know, why is the kidnapper wearing those big bulky gloves? Everybody, if you just got here, make sure you like the video, share this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel and all of those good things. Somebody in the comments, let me know, why is the kidnapper wearing those big bulky ass gloves? Why? And why didn't the sheriff want them to come in and do this sooner so they could find the damn man? Why did the sheriff block them from doing this investigation in the first place, the FBI? This shit ain't normal.
Now that's the problem. You're taking investigative resources away from what they should be doing to run down this lead and that lead and this lead. So if it's not real, please don't, bring up something like this.
Well, it's done now. And I'm going to go straight to Josh Colesrud joining us. He is a veteran criminal defense attorney joining us out of this jurisdiction, Arizona, former federal prosecutor and founder of the Colesrud Law Offices. Josh, thank you for being with us tonight. This is a crime. Remember the last guy, Colello? He's already been charged under 18 U.S.C. 875. He's got 2 felony charges for faking an extortion in exchange for knowledge about Nancy Guthrie. I guess this guy wants to get in line behind him.
Well, we don't know yet what this person knows or doesn't know. But what's interesting is that, it appears that at least law enforcement is taking him seriously. They haven't said publicly that it's a hoax, but there are some red flags. You have to wonder why, if he has this information, why he's not calling silent witness, because silent witness now has a reward for $100,000. So if you have the information, there you go. Supposedly, there's information that he may not want to publicly give his information because.
Okay, but are they able to, does anybody know how that works with Bitcoin? Are they able to keep his information anonymous and still pay him? I mean, wouldn't they be able to figure out where the money went? I don't know how Bitcoin works. I don't know. But this person is saying that basically their life will be in danger and all of this stuff if, their identity is revealed. So they want this only through Bitcoin. So they can get Bitcoin and nobody can ever know who they are. Maybe that's the point of Bitcoin. Maybe that's why Bitcoin is such a big deal. Okay, but they wouldn't be able to check the Bitcoin address and see where the money was spent, where the Bitcoin was spent. Okay. He wanted to be the one to get credit for the recovery instead of worrying about recovering her, your ass is worried about getting credit. That's the crazy shit with these greedy ass people. And I said the same thing about the gloves. Why are the gloves so damn bulky? The gloves are too bulky.
The information, there you go. Supposedly, there's information that he may not want to publicly give his information because he doesn't want to be known as a snitch. But, if you want the money, you're going to have to take that chance. There's nothing that he's said so far, though, that makes me think that he is truthful, that he has veracity, that he hasn't said anything specific that we don't already know yet.
Okay, we don't know that or not know that, but you're right. It is being entertained. And the last hoaxer was not called a hoaxer until after he had already been arrested. But you just reminded me of something. I take my witnesses as I find them. I have put on the stand nuns, priests, virgins, dope lords, drug addicts, alcoholics that were literally drunk at the time they took the stand. There was nothing I could do about that. You take your witness as you find them. This guy may be a nut in the vernacular, but what if he does know something? Let's just go out on that limb of credibility for just one moment to discount him because of his behavior, the wording of the missives, the way he's kind of haggling over the price, the way he's taking credit for the doubling of the reward from 50 to 100,000. Right. Yes, that's bizarre. That's outlandish. But what if he does know something? And something I always argue to juries, Josh Colesrud. Who do you think the defendant is hanging around with? The folks at the Vatican? No, they're not hanging out with the church deacons or the rabbi. They're hanging out with people just like them. Birds of a feather flock together. So it would make sense that the actual perps hanging out with not the law and orderly type, but a guy like this.
Yeah, exactly. And you make some excellent points about, why he might be telling the truth here. And regardless, law enforcement has to either cross him out as a legitimate lead or not. They need to investigate him for a crime that is, giving false information or a false ransom note, so to speak.
Why was that person standing out there for 1 minute? It looked like they didn't have a backpack in that clip. That's what Nancy was talking about before. It's like at some point they didn't have their backpack. Where was it?
Crime that is, giving false information.
Look, there's no straps on the shoulders. Where's the backpack? Everybody, if you are here for the first time, make sure you like, subscribe, share, all of that good stuff. Follow Third Eye Politics everywhere. This channel is politics and conspiracy theories. Make sure you check what's scrolling across the bottom of the screen. Make sure you are following on all platforms. If you're new here, welcome in. I see some people keep coming in on the YouTube channel. Welcome in to the new people that they're coming in because I'm tweeting this. Every time I tweet it, it's like 50 people that'll come in. It's so strange. Welcome in to the new people. Make sure you subscribe. Turn on your notifications on Twitch. Turn on notifications on YouTube. Also, all of my day one subscribers, my day one supporters, y'all already know to follow everywhere because y'all know you don't get notifications. You know how they like to take my channel down and silence me. So you need to make sure you're following everywhere. Twitch, Rumble, TikTok, YouTube, X. All of it is on the bottom of the screen. Where's the backpack here? Because remember, we were talking about how there was a man 5 miles away from her home who was trying to put a backpack over a wall, and then he walked off with the backpack. He had 2 backpacks, one on his back, one in his hands. He kept trying to put the one in his hands over a wall, and I guess I don't know if he was trying to hand it to somebody or he was trying to set it on the ground. I don't know. But he walked off with it, and it does look very similar. It was very stuffed, just like the one that this motherfucker had on their back. But then they came out and said that that person has been cleared. It has nothing to do with this. I don't know if I fucking believe that shit. Because the backpack looked like the same backpack. It was very stuffed. Who's walking around with all these backpacks at 1, 2 in the morning within the same 5 mile radius? Grown ass men at 1, 2 in the morning with backpacks, and y'all really think that's not related? Y'all don't think that shit is related? Something ain't fucking right here. Something's not fucking right. I kind of believe Sloan Bella when she says that that woman is dead already. I kind of believe her. But why isn't the backpack on this person's back right here? I kept thinking that when I was watching another video on this before, because this video is new. This is only 2 hours old on Nancy Grace's channel. Make sure you are following Nancy Grace. That woman is on it every day. Every day she's got the update. But this one is new. But I was watching another Nancy Grace video. I was like, wait a minute. Why is it that the person is seen sometimes with the backpack, sometimes without the backpack? And how stupid is this person that they went and grabbed fucking twigs to try to cover the camera? Is this motherfucker in special ed? What's going on here? Where's the backpack right here? Where the fuck is it? What do y'all think is going on? Somebody crack this shit open. What is happening? Where is this man's backpack? He's like Dora the Explorer in any other goddamn shot. Backpack, and now here. Yes, the motherfucker was trying to, it was another shot of somebody with similar clothes trying to get in somebody's car. This was on Nancy Grace. Y'all gotta go watch the Nancy Grace video from like maybe 2 nights ago. I don't know if that was last night. I get my days mixed up. Y'all know I drink a lot of wine sometimes. It was either last night or the night before. The motherfucking shit is strange, y'all. Grown ass men out at wee hours of the morning with stuffed backpacks. Bitch, don't play with me. Everybody, if you think that this is just a normal kidnapping, I got a bridge to sell your ass in Scottsdale, okay? Okay? This ain't normal. This gives, somebody said it earlier, and I believe them. This gives sacrifice. It gives sacrifice. But when we talk like that, people say that we're crazy conspiracy theorists. We're crazy and we're pushing conspiracy theories. I don't fucking think so, people. I think that my audience knows exactly what the fuck they're talking about. I don't think this is no damn conspiracy theory. I think there's something going on here that does have something to do with something that's deeper than we're going to take an old lady for ransom. It's deeper than that. It's deeper than taking this woman for ransom money. Something here ain't right. It smells suspicious. Everybody just came in on YouTube. Like the video, subscribe, share, and all of that good stuff. Make sure you tune in and share us and help us solve this situation. What happened to Nancy Guthrie? What happened? This is suspicious. Let's keep watching.
Or a false ransom note, so to speak. And if it turns out that it's not a false ransom note and they can't charge him with the same crimes they charge the other Yahoo, maybe he's legitimate. And until we find out one way or another whether he is legitimate or not legitimate, they need to take him seriously.
Straight out to Dr. Bethany Marshall joining us, and boy, do we need a shrink. She is a renowned psychoanalyst, author of Deal Breaker. You can see her now on Peacock, and you can find her at drbethanymarshall.com. Dr. Bethany, there's got to be a psychological name for this. He suggests the reward has been doubled from $50,000 to $100,000 because of him, that it was just a move designed to, quote, discredit me. What?
This reminds me of the media campaign for the Cosmopolitan in Vegas. Their tagline is just the right amount of wrong, which is what this guy is, just the right amount of wrong. But you know, Nancy, what's fascinating to me is I feel like I kind of have a sense of the profile of this person, which could be helpful. Whoever this person is, I'm pretty sure it's male, the way he's bargaining. There's a shallow, immature quality, give me 50K, but I won't spend it until, blah, blah, blah. He is very excited by this crime. I'm guessing he's very preoccupied, thinking about it 24/7, talking to his friends about it. Yes, he may tangentially know something about this crime. His thought process and reasoning is very shallow. So what I would wonder, is there anybody who has a family member, male, a teenager, 20-something-year-old, who is constantly talking about this crime, who's talking everybody's ear off about it? I would wonder if the FBI put out a request for leads or tips toward somebody who keeps bragging that they're going to make money off of this crime.
Well, hold on just a moment. Dr. Bethany Marshall, straight back out to Brian Fitzgibbons, who is joining us, Director Operations, USPA, Nationwide Security. He leads a team of investigators finding missing people all around the world at USPAsecurity.com. Also, former Marine and Iraqi war vet. Okay, Brian, you heard what Dr. Bethany said. Let's track this guy down. Why? Do we have time to track down a hoaxer? I mean, I don't know how difficult it's going to be to get the IP address. Probably not that hard. That's Iker's bailiwick. But this guy is directly contacting TMZ. So he can be tracked down. But do we want to dilute law enforcement to chase him down? Isn't that kind of chasing down a rabbit hole?
It's absolutely worth the effort here, Nancy, even if for the simple purpose of eliminating this is authentic. You saw with Derek Colella, the Los Angeles person who was the hoaxer, the FBI made an extensive post today. They're going to throw the book at him and make an example out of him. So if this is indeed a hoaxer, we need to eliminate him. And we need to make another example out of him to, really dissuade people from doing this in the future as this unfolds.
What do you mean they're going to throw the book at him and describe what the FBI stated?
I think the DOJ in their statement today about Colella, they're not going to buy his information that he just wanted to see if they'd answer his text or whatever. They're gonna make sure whatever charges they can bring against Derek Colella for hoaxing that ransom demand to the Guthrie family, they will bring those charges heavily against him. And it's important here with a case like this that has this amount of media attention that we really do everything in our power to dissuade that misinformation coming in.
Hi guys, Nancy Grace here. Between the grocery store and insurance premiums, even with a steady job, more families are being forced to rely on high interest credit cards just to cover expenses. If you're a homeowner carrying balances with interest rates in the 20s, it's time to get relief. American Financing is helping homeowners pay off debt at rates in the low 5s. On average, their salary-based mortgage consultants are saving customers $800 a month. Plus, if you start today, you may even delay.
I'm sorry, we don't care. I'm sorry. Let's skip that.
Now, and I'm glad Fitzgibbons reported that DOJ is going to seek the max on this guy because that is a tick, a parasite, sucking the blood out of the family and law enforcement trying to bring Nancy Guthrie home. Every day, there's a new up and a new down. People's hopes were dashed when Palazuelos was released. Carlos Palazuelos had nothing to do with this incident. I believe he was singled out because his phone popped up in Nancy's neighborhood so many times at various times of the day and night. He's a delivery.
That's why they pulled him over? Okay, remember we was trying to figure out why did the Mexican guy get pulled over, then they got a warrant, and searched his mother-in-law's home. It's because his phone kept popping up in her area, in her neighborhood, but he's a delivery person. So if people in that area are constantly delivering or ordering things, then of course his phone will pop up in the area. If he's constantly delivering there, that doesn't make sense to the police. Shout out to all the people watching over on X. Thank you for tuning in on X. Come over to the Twitch channel. Come over to YouTube. This is like my first time really streaming on X. My X page is new. Make sure you follow me, please. But come over to Twitch. Third Eye Politics on Twitch. Third Eye Politics with Marley on YouTube. Our Twitch audience is here. Why is Savannah Guthrie, I think the last name is Guthrie, used the same speech as Silence of the Lambs, is giving a family no more than they claim? Hold on, Holistic. What did she say? Do you have, can you come up? Are you able to come up on the stream and explain? You don't have to turn your camera on. I just dropped the link. Are you able to click that link? What the fuck did she say from Silence of the Lamb? What? Something ain't right here. So, click that link. I just dropped the link. Anybody that knows something and you want to come up, click the link. We're gonna do a quick little break with and let people come up and tell what they know or what they have, because this is a lot and sometimes it's too much to type. It's too much to read. What the fuck is going on here? See, somebody earlier said that it's giving sacrifice. And I'm telling y'all, as the conspiracy theorist that I am, I believe you. I believe it. What in the fuck? Hold up. Talk to her, she'll tell you. When did they say that? What? Is this what she's talking about here? Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, we live in dark times. We live in dark times. In a dark country. Well, I'm not over there. I'm in Ecuador, but that's my country. That's my home. We have a dark history, a dark country. There's a lot of human flesh being sacrificed, children being sacrificed. I believe, I don't know, the whole situation with the pizza being delivered to her house while the detectives were there trying to investigate and figure out where she is weird. All right, girl, we'll wait. The link is there. And I understand people are saying that JRL, what is his name? JRL investigates that someone in the audience said that they were going to send him a pizza, and then they sent it. You gotta turn down StreamYard in the backyard. Turn down Twitch or YouTube, wherever you're watching, or it's gonna make a noise. Okay.
Okay, did I turn it down?
Yeah, go ahead. What happened?
Okay, so, and I'm trying to remember I'm on YouTube so much watching videos. I think it was Nez, the professor. He's a conservative, but so he was like, this is really getting weird. So he played on the movie, on Silence of the Lamb, where the movie is so old, I forget the scene, but she's like saying a speech about like, she's a nice person. She's this, she's that. Some of the same speech that she said on Silence of the Lamb, the character, Savannah also said it when she was pleading for her mother. It was really weird.
Do you have that video?
I can find it because it's on Nez, Nez the professor. He's a conservative guy, and he was like, this is just getting weird. And I was like, what? And he played the actual clip of Silence of the Lamb, and then he played her. And I was like, what? And I'm like, this is the news reporter. Like,
Hold
I'm
on.
like, okay,
Somebody
so
said Megan Kelly posted it on her TikTok. Email it to me. You see my email address on that screen? Send it to me. Oh my God.
yeah.
What?
Yeah, it's weird. I'm like, it's just too many moving parts here. I'm like, this is weird. And I'm like, wait a minute. So how would she know the same? Like, I don't know. And then Annie, the other, the daughter started speaking, and they showed like a, body language guy, and they were like, okay, she's like kind of smiling and smirking. So I'm like, do the family know that this lady is dead and they're just playing, all kind of stuff is going through my head. Like, I don't know. This case is so weird.
This is wild.
Yeah.
If you find it, send it. Y'all send it. Oh, okay. Thank you for that information.
Yeah.
Nobody mentioned it.
Okay. If I find it, yeah, it look like the chat will send it. Yeah, y'all send it. But if I find it, I'll send it to you.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right.
Oh my God. Silence of the Lamb of all. They couldn't quote something from motherfucking Snow White. Silence of the fucking Lambs. Ooh, do we have any new people here? Or is everybody? We're live on. Looks like I'm on Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch. I'm not on Rumble right now, but I'm gonna upload this on Rumble later. Do we have anybody who is brand new to my platform? Maybe your first time being here. You never even knew who the fuck I was. And you found us somehow. Any new people? Welcome in. Feel free to say hello. Don't sit there and be a weirdo. You can just join in the chat. I'm live streaming on Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch. But Twitch is my main audience. These are the day one supporters on Twitch. They've been here. And they email me the motherfucking evidence. That's the Twitch audience. They're not just observers. They are doers. Now let's go over here to this fucking email. I cannot believe this. What? Do I need a timestamp for this video that you just emailed me? We need a timestamp. Is it a short video or do we need a timestamp? Y'all, my ring with my opal, my finger with my opal ring is itching. That's a sign. I don't see your email. Let me refresh. I mean, I did, but let me do. Nope, there's no email here from you. It's not there. I don't have it. I've been told y'all, listen, I posted this on YouTube on my community wall that I believe that this is a woman, but then people started saying they have a mustache. The eyes look too feminine for me. They look like expressive. They look like the daughter's eyes. Getting a job. Are you brand new here? Is this your first day? It looks like the daughter's eyes, ladies and gentlemen. But and this is for everybody on Twitch, because y'all are the day one followers. Everybody watching on Twitch. We're just crazy motherfucking conspiracy theorists, right? We're out there. We just believe crazy things. There's no such thing as Pizzagate. There's no adrenochrome. Remember, we were all told this years ago when we were talking about this years ago on my old channel that got taken down for telling the truth. There's no such thing. Pizzagate is a conspiracy theory. It all is coming out. I bet you it's some sick, weird shit with this goddamn story too. No, my email address is on the screen. It's scrolling across the bottom of the screen. Oh, you've been here? Okay, well, welcome back. All right, I'm going to check the email. I'm going to check the email now. Everybody, if you're on YouTube, like the video and share the video on your social media. Share it with your mama. Don't your mama watch YouTube? Your cousin that watches YouTube, all your group chat with your cousins, drop the link to this video in the group chat, send it to everybody, and tell them to come tune in. We're gonna find out what the fuck happened to this woman. We're nosy enough to do it. Now we're about to get into some shit with Pam Bondi and the Epstein files, and that's when I'm gonna grab myself some crackers and sardines and some caviar, and we're gonna watch that video. But for right now, we are still on this Guthrie woman, and this shit is weird. I think that's Savannah behind the mask. I wanted to mention that that's a woman, but I didn't want to get in trouble for saying that. Why would you get in trouble? By who? Your mama here? Why would you get in trouble? Let me check my email. All right. I have, okay. Now we got emails coming in. Because I was like, where the fuck y'all sending them to? Hold on. You know, my Wi-Fi is a little bit slow because I'm in Ecuador. Okay. This first one is a YouTube short. Let's try to open this. And then we're going to try to share it and see what's going on here. Oh my God. Okay, everybody, hold on. It gets weird. It gets creepy. It gets a little creepy over here because we go into the shit that people don't want to talk about. We go into the things that people do not want to admit. They don't want to talk about this. They want to pretend that these things do not exist, but we don't. So it can get weird on this channel, just so y'all know, because we don't fuck around. We anything that's the hidden, the unseen, the unknown, the unbelieved and unbelievable, we gonna get into it. What if she was made to repeat to say this shit? What if she was forced to say it? What if, hold on. Wait a minute, y'all. Connect this dot. Wait a minute. Y'all say that her husband, Savannah's husband, is the one that worked for the Clintons, right? Now we know Hillary Clinton's bitch ass peeled off a little girl's face and wore it like a mask. We know that. We don't have to even get into this shit. We know that bitch is evil than a motherfucker. We know that Bill Clinton raped children. We know he was in the Epstein files. Let me be careful because you know they like to take down my YouTube channel when I tell too much truth. And we're streaming on YouTube too. We know what those Clintons do, right? If you know what the Clintons do, you don't have to say nothing. Just put a 7 in the chat. What if her husband, who works for the Clintons, who do the things that they do, what if he's forcing her to quote the Silence of the Lambs? What if it is just like Miss Fat said, a fucking humiliation ritual? Oh my God. See, the thing about the truth, that shit is always stranger than fiction. It's every time that motherfucking truth is gonna come through stranger than the shit that we make up. The made up shit be like, all right, girl, that shit is made. That motherfucking truth, though, the truth is shit that people wouldn't even imagine. Nobody would be able to imagine it to make it up. Who would imagine that the Democrats are opening the borders so that they can traffic undocumented children? Who would imagine some shit like that? Especially when they told y'all that they just care so much about the illegals. We are the world. We are the children. We are the one to make a brighter day. So let's start giving. America, give your tax dollars so we can put the illegals in hotels and feed them food, stamp food, and give them health care. While you struggle to pay your rent, buy your groceries, and pay for your goddamn motherfucking surgeries. And do you know why? It's not because we need new slaves and undocumented children for sex rituals and adrenochrome and pedophilia. No, it's because we are the world. We are the children. We're kind. And y'all believe that shit. Today is Freaky Friday, the motherfucking 13th. Let's listen, ladies and gentlemen. Put your listening ears on. Ooh.
She is full of kindness and knowledge. Talk to her and you'll see.
Catherine is very gentle and kind. Talk to her and you'll see.
She is full of kindness and knowledge. Talk to her and you'll see.
Catherine is very gentle and kind. Talk to her and you'll see.
Y'all, I don't think that's a mistake. I don't think that's a coincidence. I don't think that it's it. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think that this is a coincidence. I think that this is intentional. I think that this was done intentionally. This was done intentionally. It's right in our face. They do this shit right in our fucking faces. Oh my God. Oh my God. That bitch is quoting Silence of the Lambs. Savannah, what have you done? What have you done, Savannah? What did you do? Why are they fucking with you and humiliating you and taking your mother and disconnecting her pacemaker? What did you do, Savannah? Oh my God. Let's go back to my email. There's more. There's more over there. Hold on. Hold on. I got like 10 emails. Okay, hold on. I think that's the same one that I just saw. I think that's YouTube. Okay, I think that's the same thing. Okay, let's go to this one. Timestamp. We got a timestamp. Now this person, I believe they might break down. Why? I'm gonna give you the name of the channel so y'all can go and follow it, because I know y'all like to be on my audience, my Twitch followers, my ones. I like to be on what's going on. This person's name is Professor Nez, N-E-Z. Please go follow his channel. Savannah, what did you do? What did you do, Savannah? Because they're on your ass. They got you quoting Silence of the Lamb lyrics, bitch. What the fuck did you do? This is his name right here. Can y'all see it? Professor Nez. Go follow him. I'm going to follow his ass too. Okay. Now, we're going to skip to, let's go 12 minutes in. Should we watch? We're not going to watch the whole video. We got to get to this shit with Pam Bondi. Damn, I wish we had more. I'm getting hungry. We don't have time. Y'all know when I get hungry, I just end the live.
Side by side, Savannah Guthrie and the movie Silence of the Lambs.
Okay, hold on. Let's rewind a little bit. Damn. Sir, what?
Latest one, which is just so creepy about celebrate. And we got the letter. We understand _ Couple that with we want to celebrate. What the hell do you want to celebrate? It doesn't make any sense. And now you have to see this. My hairs on my arm just went up. Wait till you see this creepy eerie video that I'm about to share with you side by side. Savannah Guthrie and the movie Silence of the Lambs.
Oh my God. Who discovered this? Who realized this? Was it him? Oh my God.
Watch. Okay, but just really quickly, I have to share this because this has helped so many people. Our new partner chapter is the
We don't care. I'm sorry. We don't though. I just want to get to the tea.
I don't want to toot my horn too much, but I know some people who've saved a lot more. They're free. Go check them out. This is why I partner with them. Again, that number, I need my glasses. I'm blind. 656.
Okay, yeah. If y'all need Medicare, go call us. But we want to get to the Silence of the Lambs.
218-0931. Okay, check this out. The first clip is Savannah Guthrie and her family's first video. The second clip is a scene from Silence of the Lambs. Watch.
She is full of kindness and knowledge. Talk to her and you'll see.
Catherine is very gentle and kind. Talk to her and you'll see.
She is full of kindness and knowledge. Talk to her and you'll see.
Catherine is very gentle and kind. Talk to her and you'll see.
There's just no way, folks. There's no way that that's a coincidence. Are you?
I don't think it's a coincidence. I don't think it's a coincidence. If you think that it's a coincidence, can you put a 2 in the chat? If you think that it's all just a big coincidence. And you know what? The cannibal connection. See, this is why I'm weirded out. Oh, we don't have any normies here. I don't see any 2s. We don't. We're on 3 platforms. I don't see not any 2s. We don't have any normies here. Everybody here understands that truth is stranger than fucking fiction. Child. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I'm going to pull up 2 more emails. There's one with Megan Kelly. How do I turn this volume up? Y'all know I don't know how to use TikTok. Hold on. How the fuck do I turn up the volume? Where's the volume? Oh, it's up there at the top. All right, here it is. Girl, I don't know how to do this. Girl, I don't know how to use this shit. Bitch, calm down. Damn. Let me close this shit. All right, now how can I make this bigger? I don't think so. I do not like TikTok. I swear I don't like this site. But let's try to watch this. Girl, I can't fucking stand TikTok. All they do is ban me anyway. But follow over there too. Why not? But all they do is ban me. They cry all the fucking time. Like those little dick Jewish men, they always complain. That's how TikTok is. It must be run by tiny dick Jewish men. Because all the fuck they do is complain about anything that you fucking say. Like, what's wrong with you? Damn, you're social media, bitch. Be social. The fuck? All right, let's try this.
Is coming back to surface, and we'll explain why, and pay particularly close attention to the ending. Watch.
On behalf of our family, we want to thank all of you for the prayers for our beloved mom, Nancy. We feel them, and we continue to believe that she feels them too. Our mom is a kind, faithful, loyal, fiercely loving woman of goodness and light. She's funny, spunky, and clever. She has grandchildren that adore her and crowd around her and cover her with kisses. She loves fun and adventure. She is a devoted friend. She is full of kindness and knowledge. Talk to her and you'll see.
That's crazy.
Talk to her and you'll see. It's kind of an interesting phrase. And notice how Savannah's sister Annie seems to take a deep breath at that very moment. It sounds like a phrase we might have heard before, and online sleuths confirm indeed We probably have. They discovered that line is from the 1991 horror crime film Silence of the Lambs. Before we play the clip, let me tell you what the movie's about. Most of you know, but some of our audience is younger and may not. The main character, Clarice Starling, is played by Jodie Foster. Starling is investigating the kidnapping of Catherine Martin, the 25-year-old daughter of the fictional Senator Ruth Martin. Catherine, the daughter, has been kidnapped by Buffalo Bill, a serial killer who skins his female victims.
Yep.
In the scene where the phrase "talk to her and you'll see" is used, it's the kidnapping victim's mother, Senator Ruth Martin, sending a message to her daughter's captor. This part in particular is coming back to surface, and we'll explain why, and pay particularly close attention to the ending. Watch.
On behalf of our family.
The sister probably was fucking smirking because that bitch is involved in that shit. I'm looking at all these people with the side eye, to be honest. Now, I'm going to open one more email, and then we're going to move on to Pam Bondi, unless I fall asleep. I might fall asleep. I don't know. I'm getting a little hungry and sleepy. I want to go get my ass in the bed eventually. This is Savannah Guthrie in the Epstein files. I am not a robot, and I am 18 or older. I'm 42. I'm very old. All right. Let's share this screen. Everybody, welcome in. If you just got here, make sure you like, share this live, share with anybody. We don't care who you share with. Make sure you are subscribed if you are watching on Rumble. Make sure that I'm not Rumble. Girl, I can't remember my platforms. If you are watching this on Twitch, make sure that you link your Amazon Prime so that you don't have to watch any commercials. Below is a list. Hold up. Let me read this. This is from something New York. The FBI is involved in this for whatever reason. September 19, 2021. Yeah, I'm getting sleepy. We might do the rest of this live stream tomorrow or something. Below is a list of those we know of that were interviewed for Dateline. And they put the names of victims, right? And then one woman unknown. Then FYI, and we don't know what's here, but let's keep going. Just wanted to give you a heads up. She's done another interview with Savannah Guthrie. In it, she said the following. She was interviewed by the FBI in 2011 by a blank. In the interview, she gave the names of all the girls she helped to traffic. She was also interviewed by SDNY, one of the police departments. 2 other women also tell Department of Justice that Epstein specifically trafficked them to other men. And 4, there are cameras in the NYC house and others where he could watch people in bathrooms and elsewhere. They plan to air it on today and this Friday's Dateline. So they're keeping him, whoever emailed him this, is keeping him caught up on what the victims are saying. Is this Ghislaine Maxwell that she interviewed? Y'all, this is some shit, y'all. This is some shit. We don't know what's happened. Something with this is not right. We know that. I don't know what to make of it because it's like, damn, did somebody kidnap this woman because of the connection to the Epstein situation? Did she fucking kidnap herself? Did her daughter and the husband and the husband's bandmate do it? That's what so many people seem to think. We don't know. We don't know what to think. I think we keep watching, keep our ears to the streets. And all will be revealed. Everybody, we're going to end the live here. Now, I know that we did not get to the SAVE Act and the Pam Bondi situation, but we have been here for 2 hours and 34 minutes. And y'all know I don't do very well. After around 3 hours, I get real hungry. I'm changing the title because we're gonna pick up probably either tomorrow or Sunday. We'll get to it. We're gonna be doing live streams. I mean, it's gonna be fine. Anything that y'all find, anything on the Epstein list, anything on this Nancy Guthrie situation, I'm gonna go watch the rest of that Nancy Grace live too. The video that Nancy Grace put up. I'm gonna go watch the rest of it because we only watched a little bit here, and that's from tonight. So I'm gonna watch the rest of that. I think we need to look into the family, yes, but we need to cover all the bases. We don't need to leave any stone unturned. That's what we do here. We get in everybody's fucking business. This has been a good stream. I think we covered a lot. Make sure that your notifications are on, everybody, and make sure you never know when YouTube might take my channel down. Twitch might do some dumb shit too. You never know. So make sure you are following Third Eye Politics with Marley on Rumble, on X, on Twitch, on YouTube, on TikTok. Just make sure Instagram. I have an Instagram. Make sure you are following me everywhere, and make sure you have your notifications on for the live streams. Anybody that wants to contribute to the channel, we do have Cash App and Zelle scrolling across the bottom of the screen. You are not required to. Nobody is required to. But, if you want to contribute and show your appreciation for the deep dives that we do here on this platform, you can definitely Cash App or Zelle. You can send bits on Twitch. Everything is on the bottom of the screen. Email me anything that you all find. My email address is also on the bottom of the screen. Oh, I got 2 Cash Apps earlier. Thank you to the 2 Cash Apps earlier. Thank you so much for the Cash Apps that I got earlier. I forgot to thank them. I think we were in the middle of the stream. Thank you. If it's not related to what we're talking about, I do not care about celebrity gossip. Okay, just so I don't care about that. So if it's not related to what the content is on this channel, don't even waste your time because I'm just gonna put that shit right in the trash. I'm just letting you know. I don't care about gossip. Okay, we are going down rabbit holes of the Epstein list, the adrenochrome situation. These people sacrificing these children. Sacrificing to anybody, all this weird shit that these celebrities do. That's what we're getting into on this page. Everybody have a good night. Thank you all for tuning in. Just so y'all know, I really, really, really want to go down the John Bonet rabbit hole and how Epstein, I believe he killed John Bonet. But I also believe that Michael Jackson was killed because Michael Jackson had Never Never Land as a safe place to protect the children from these pedophiles in Hollywood. I really want to go down those 2 rabbit holes. That's dark, but we're going there very soon. Anything that y'all find on that, email it to me. I'm still digging and investigating, and all of it is interesting. All of it is crazy. All of it is crazy. And then what makes them so sick? Not only, girl, they told us that Michael Jackson was the pedophile. That's the crazy shit. They got eyes off of them by putting eyes on the man who was trying to protect the children from the pedophiles by saying he's the pedophile. And everybody believed it. Everybody motherfucking believed it and punished that man. I remember so many comedians making fun of Michael Jackson. So many comedians made fun of that man. And it was all a lie? All of it? Like, share, subscribe, turn on notifications. See y'all next time. Bye.